My, oh my. What a very calm and cloudy day in England, where the birds be chirping, the winds be calm, and the sheep be missing from the field. I think we all know what that means. Lamb sauce! Alright, let's not actually start this day on a negative note, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Face to New Dawn and a New Day. We have got a bit of a random one on our hands today. That is obviously after I have my routine breakfast, of which the snack of choice today is Le Coco Pop Rocks. And to address it real quick, yes, I'm aware it looks like I have 19 children that live in the house because of this cereal. But shut up, leave me alone. It's mine. Sick of getting bothered in these YouTube comments. But we're teeing up and taking it outside. Which can I say, look at that grip strength. He said until he spilt it. It's got pissing everywhere. And by popular demand, a segment that I said I wasn't going to put in the vlog every day has returned. And that is Tom tediously eating his breakfast. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. That felt like some weird ASMR shit. All right, I'd say a bit of a late start to the day, even though I got up at 9 AM. I kind of chilled in bed and replied to YouTube comments for about an hour. But today's going to be an interesting one. First of all, we need to open up our emails and see if we've got an update about the land. Which the survey says... no. Andy, I spent 120 quid a plant pot. And you're saying you're giving up?
Giving up, pal.
Nah, let's go and have a look. This is not happening. So last year when there was like a massive heat wave or something, the sun was so strong that it zapped and murdered the plants at the front of my house. Now, in all fairness, this is not just a thing that happened to me. It happened everywhere, didn't it? Like loads of people's trees. Did, yeah. They just got absolutely nuked. But you thought this still had a chance of being alive, you madman, to the point where I spent £120 a plant pot.
But I knew.
Oh, did you? What did you do?
I knew we were going to transplant them.
Oh, that was always the plan. Yeah. So I've got these nice ornaments if anyone would like them. But you finally decided they're going.
I give up, pal. Give up.
Valiant effort. I love how you came here every day and was like, I wonder if they're sprouting yet. I wonder if they're sprouting. They are completely gone, mate. Are we keeping this one?
I think we'll shave the sides off this one and give it a go. And we'll keep
keep that one. I feel like you're a bit optimistic with trees. I think we should just get new trees.
No.
Someone remind me in a year's time from now when this tree looks like the dead ones on the front. That's all I'm going to say. But there's definitely a good thing to come out of removing these trees, and that is the fact that these plant pots that I've had for 9 years that have just decayed in the weather can finally go and be replaced. And no, I will not be replacing them with £120 plant pots. Oh, stop the music, copyright. We have had a message from the company selling the land, and it says, had a phone call from the vendor, which is the person selling it, yesterday, just confirming that he has instructed his solicitor to act on the instructions I gave him. Should hear back with confirmation and new transfer at any moment. Oh my God. Is today the day? Oh man, I so hope it is. I so hope it is. Let me put you here for a second, because today the weather is very fitting with the situation, because it's a bit grey, it's a bit miserable, and I need that to kind of pass. I need some positivity. Because there's a negative outlook, unfortunately, on today, and I'm going to try and explain why. Now, as I go into like my therapy chair, I'm going to try and tell you guys as much as I can without divulging information that I can't. Basically, what's going on today is me and my sister Alice are going down to Manchester. We've got a meeting with some solicitors, and you might be like, is this to do with the land? And the answer is, no, it's not. Unfortunately, what it's to do with is my granddad. And as you guys know, I lost my granddad. And I am angry still, after all this time, like, from the grieving process, because my granddad went through such a roller coaster, whether it was, his dementia, whether it was his bowel cancer, whether it was all these sort of things. He battled through everything. He pushed through everything. The doctors, the nurses, everyone, they took care of him and went above and beyond for him in every single possible moment they could. Like, I will be forever thankful for the NHS, and specifically Sharon, who worked on the ward that my granddad was on. You have no idea how much of an impact you've had on my life and like my family with just going that extra mile. And it was so beyond appreciative because, like, I love my granddad to pieces, and the fact that so much was going wrong in his life, but then these people were so willing to give the time, because, yeah, it was the jobs, but their time, their energy, and the commitment to get him back on his feet and get him out into the world was amazing. And we did know that my granddad wasn't well, and we needed to make sure he got, like, the full-time care and attention when he came out of hospital, which is why he went into a care home, and everything was going fine. We thought everything was good. We thought we found the perfect location for him, but he deteriorated. And he deteriorated at a rate that we did not expect whatsoever. However, this is where it starts to get complicated to what I can share and what I can't talk about, but there was situations that occurred where my granddad's health deteriorated to the point where we should have been alerted about it. We should have been told about it. There was doctor's visits that we were not phone called about, told about, and we should have legally been told about so we can act on it. And because of this, and from that moment, my granddad's health deteriorated to a point where it got past any point of recovery. And that should not have happened. The fact that we put our granddad into a care home where he was supposed to get the care, the attention, and even an ounce of the amount of energy like that these NHS staff were time after time putting in, they should have got this, because this was private, this was paid for. Like, my granddad should have been having the top tier care he possibly could have got. But these people, they dropped the ball. And that is the top and bottom of it. There was more that could have been done and more that should have been done to get my granddad the attention he needed before he got to the state he was in. And now there's a massive ongoing investigation to whether or not this is factual. And there is no bringing my granddad back. There isn't. There is no bringing my granddad back. And that's not the point of this entire thing. There is no monetary gain from this. It's not a situation like of suing people or anything like that. It's about doing the right thing. We lost our granddad, which sucks. And I'm sorry to go like deep with this, but that's why I told you this day's a bit of a shenanigan day of just roller coaster. But like, we lost our granddad. When he got into the hospital, the nurses, yet again, they went the extra mile. They did what they were supposed to do. And they looked after my granddad. Alice actually thought it was going to be the last time she would ever hear my granddad speak. The last time she spoke to him. And I told her, like I promised her, I said, no, it's not. And the thing is, like, this care home is saying, like, they've done what they were necessarily supposed to do. And the answer is, they did not. They did not. All right? They could have done more. And they should have done more. And there's nothing that's going to bring my granddad back from this situation or anything. But the top and bottom of it is, this care home is still operating. They could have done more. They should have done more. And if we don't step in and do something about it, who else is this going to happen to? Who else is going to lose a loved one, a grandma, a granddad, a mum, you know, a dad? Like, it's bullshit. So it's moving forward with it going to a trial, and it's going to court. And on Friday, Alice has got to stand up in a court of law because she's categorically said, like, if this was Grandad and it happened to, you know, one of his family members, Grandad would want it fighting for. Grandad would want, like, justice to be served and to things to be set right. And that is exactly where we are. So sorry for this to be such a random thing, going from, like, positive vibes in the vlog and it being such an ongoing tale, but this is just factual of where my life is at with everything. I've said to Alice, you know, we can go down this route and the chances are these people will be lawyered up to a T and nothing's going to come of it. Nothing's going to come of it. But at least we can look the people in the eyes who didn't do enough and say, you should have done more. You could have done more. And you didn't. And because of that, our granddad's no longer with us. So we're going down to Manchester to speak to some solicitors, ready for Friday for this court case, which I'll also be going to. And we go from there. Sorry about me getting all emotional now, but this is the stuff, like, you know, when I was doing my week-to-week vlogging, it was a bit random for me to just drop this information. Whereas, like, this is part of my daily life and this is what's going on. So this is me sharing it with you. But I'm going to get my shit together, snap out of it. And in half an hour, Alice is coming to pick me up to go to Manchester. So, yeah, I appreciate everyone just understanding that this is something we've got to do and something we've got to deal with. And hopefully on Friday, there is some sort of resolve that comes from it. And that is that the right people will get held accountable for it. But for the rest of this vlog, I am going to try and keep my positive head on myself like I always do. Like, it's a difficult subject to constantly keep getting upset about it, but it is the harsh reality of dealing with the situation day by day. So with that said, let's crack on. Right, I'm gonna need some jeans, so double leg slap. I've worn shorts every day this week, but because it is indeed getting a little bit chilly out there, and I'm going into a meeting, I should probably wear some pants. So let's pack up the bag, grab our power and possessions. Feed Kevin, who seems to be trying to do the great escape. But what we've got to do is take Kevin's food, put it into this powder, which is basically calcium, and then he's going to enjoy it and get his bones to be nice and strong. Give him a shake, and he can already tell that it's feeding time at the zoo. And whilst I spray, oh, he's hunting for his prey. Did you get one? Oh, I think you missed it. Oh, he's hunting. He can see it. Look at him. Go on, the boy. Go on, the boy. Did you get it? Yes! Go on, lad. Who's that good boy? Just look how amazing he is, man. Right, I think my job here is complete. It is time to hit the road and go and collect Alice. And on the note of answering 98,000 questions I've already answered before, everyone keeps asking, where's Lydia? She's on holiday in Turkey. So while she's gone, I get to use her car, because going down to Manchester, trying to find parking for that, because it's so wide, is a nightmare. And the same can be said for that, because it's too tall to get into the parking lot. So Lydia's is just right. Now let's go, Elizabeth.
Alright, delete that.
I'm really good at getting all these flattening angles, aren't I? Oh, Alice, you look so beautiful today. But all right, Manchester, we are inside you. And quite blimey, that is a bright coloured BMW. £4.80 for an hour's worth of parking. Bloody hell. And we have arrived at our destination. Obviously not going to be filming this, so I'll catch you guys afterwards. So it is now 2 hours later. That was an emotional roller coaster, to say the least. Well, if there's one thing we're taking away from today, it's one of these. Look at this, Yorkshire tea, but different. It's not stealing, I asked for it. Yeah, to be fair, I didn't actually read what it was. What is it? What? Malty biscuit and toast and jam. What? We're back at the what the heck? Lee, he's left his bloody cans of Stella in the back. Oh my god, you can't get the brothers. But that took way longer than expected, so we're heading home and not able to have lunch in Manchester. I guess it's another night for the magic microwave. And before we do anything, it is nearly 7 o'clock at night, which means I need to get the vlog live, because I totally didn't just forget to almost upload it. But luckily, your boy has got super fast internet. That's like a 30-minute vlog, like uploaded in less than a minute. Oh man, that was a close call. But I'm not even kidding. I was just sat on this sofa, quite literally hanging off the edge like this, just scrolling through my YouTube comments, reading and replying to them, and I thought, what time is it? Because it's 7 o'clock, I'm supposed to be going to the pub. Checked my watch and realised I was cutting it mighty fine. Right, I have made a decision. I am absolutely starving. I would say I'd go to the Grapes for my boy Wes, but he is closed on a Tuesday, so the next best backup plan is gonna be the Chippy. Hey, thank you so much. Honestly, I cannot believe how fast that service was. By the time I couldn't even film the chips on the display in the back or anything like that, they'd folded it up and given it me. Now, all right. I can see my beer drinking buddy arriving in the distance. And after a day like I've had today, it is good to enjoy a beer. So, Eamon, cheers, my friend. Goodbye now. Goodbye now, drinking friend. Oh, that was nice to enjoy a few scoops of beer with the boy Eamon. And if you're wondering why we're just randomly going out for drinks and getting the green light to go and do it, it's because Lydia, my girlfriend, who's away on holiday, is away with his girlfriend, Jenny, who's on holiday. So it's just nice for us to catch up, have a few drinks before the girls are back tomorrow. But as of right now, I am rushing home because 1, I've got a recording session with a certain Captain Sparkles. And 2, there's something going on with yesterday's vlog that I made go live. So I've got to get back, get on my computer and see what the heck is going on. And I promised Captain Sparkles I would be sat at my desk by 8:30 on the dot. And I did not lie. Yeah, there we go. And 3 hours later, a recording session with Captain Sparkles has been wrapped up. I hope you guys are looking forward to it because we are playing Minecraft and it's a video that's going to be going out on the main channel, I think, on Thursday. So make sure you take... Sorry, I just crashed in real. That happens more often than you can ever understand with the vlogs. Like, I'll be doing like a clip and I'll be like, and then rather than just like going with the flow, I refilm the clip. Sometimes I'm just going to be like, I'm an idiot and make mistakes. But yeah, make sure you tune in on Thursday because I think that's when the video is going live. But yeah, it's now 29 minutes to midnight, and my day has flown by. But before I leave the office, I've got a bone to pick with you guys, all right? I know in this last vlog that I uploaded, and by the way, I said I had an issue with it, it seems to have processed because I've got it into 4K now, which is good. I am so sorry about that. I'm not quite sure what happened. But, like, you know why I keep saying, like, I like reading my comments and replying to them? I really do, but there's 1,000 comments in less than 2 hours on the latest vlog. Like, I'm really going to need some of you guys to step it up and start replying to some of them as a potential mod, because this is going to take me a long time to reply to everyone. Side note, I've actually got some really good news. Something I've wanted to do for a very long time is enable a feature on the vlogs, which up until now has been in beta mode and not accessible to everyone. But if you scroll below the video, you'll see you've got the description, which is pretty normal and expected. But YouTube have rolled out this new feature where you can actually showcase a Shopify shop if you've got one. And that means that I can feature Syndicate Original down below. And I've been waiting for this for so long. Like, I got opted into the actual beta of it, but there was so many bugs with it that it didn't work. But now it is there and it is available, and I'm going to throw this out here. I'm going to make such use of this feature because I'm going to plant little Easter eggs during moments of when my vlogs go live that if you scroll below the video, right, and you just go down and you look, usually it just shows you, like, the products that are available, like, on Syndicate Original. But I'm going to introduce, like, a Call of Duty Zombie fire sale where if we cue the music... Imagine watching a vlog, looking down below, and without even getting Alice's permission, I've created a bundle of, like, say, Syndicate Original t-shirt, some shorts, a hat, whatever, everything all together for, like, a £5 when it should cost, like, 80 quid or something, and I just put it for sale as a bundle for a sweet, sweet segment, and regardless of how many people buy it, they can get it, but it's a real-life fire sale. And, oh, I've just had another idea. Oh, and you're going to have to hear me out for this one, okay? Right, so, listen. I've wanted to do before, like, spend a day with me doing random shenanigans and just random stuff. But going about it is difficult because trying to get a winner or trying to get the details is just like a nightmare, right? But if I say, put on like a random golden ticket in the product page that just happened to be there one day and you saw it and you clicked it and it was for sale for like a penny, an entire penny, but it's spend a day of shenanigans with Tom, and like we do a vlog together, and like say I've got the land, and we go and have loads of fun, and then I give you your penny back. It gives me the ultimate way of like picking a random person, but more so getting all your details. And I know it sounds like weird, me like I want your details, but but it's a safer and securer way. What was that? Sorry, my laptop was making noises. Does that sound like something people would be interested in? Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people who watch these being like, I would not want to spend more than 2 seconds with you because you're bouncing up and down off the walls all the time. But if you think it's a good idea, just imagine having a day of shenanigans with me, all because you just randomly looked under the vlog. There was like a golden ticket for sale for a penny, and then you get your penny back. I'm a genius. Anyway, it's time to answer the question that I genuinely thought was going to happen a lot sooner, but it didn't. And that is, why have you been carrying a tennis ball around? Oh, man. And this is where I feel like, you know, I always say, like, I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but chances are I've probably got it. But if you look around my house, there's tennis balls everywhere. And it is the most bizarre thing, but I genuinely love just bouncing a tennis ball everywhere I'm going. Like if I'm walking along, trying to hit a ricochet shot. I just absolutely love it. And let me clarify something right now. I would much prefer to be hitting it with a tennis racket, but I haven't got like a court to do it on. But I would be very tempted if I got this land to buy like 1,000 tennis balls and a tennis ball machine. And I'm not going to make like an actual court, but if I could just spend hours hitting tennis balls, I would. Does this make me weird? I feel like this is like a weird thing that's going on right now, but I don't know. Who doesn't like hitting shit? I don't fucking know, but making things even weirder. I'm now naked. Nah, I'm joking. Or am I? Wait, just to clarify before I get banned on YouTube, I'm definitely wearing pants. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. See, look, there they are. There, I was wearing pants. I'm overthinking this massively, but it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to reply to some YouTube comments for like an hour till 2 before I need to go to bed. And wow, that has just hit me like a brick wall of a comment that I read earlier today, but I thought, no, I'll save it for the vlog. just whilst I'm in the bedroom, you know, like all these years I've had the meme of like, oh my God, Tom, is the bedroom finished? Well, you can't actually write it. I would say it's 99.9% finished because there's just little things that never got finalised, and the company that did it basically closed the company, went elsewhere, and then restarted under a different name. But no joke, like 2 or 3 days ago, I was driving along on the motorway, spotted the new company van of the person driving it who did the bedroom. I just drove past him, let onto him, and was like, how randomly bizarre is that? Because as much as I wanted to put the window down and be like, oh, you ready to come and finish the bedroom? That would be the last thing I was going to do. But earlier that day, I noticed this glass door sticking out quite weirdly. And upon further inspection, the bloody glass is coming off the wood. Look at the state of that. Oh, bloody hell. So I'm starting to think that maybe I should have gone, yeah, come and glue it back on, it's broken. But I think that can finally answer the question of, Tom, is the bedroom finished? And the answer is, no, it's fucking not. But I'm not even joking. And I hate to say it, but me and Lydia actually had a conversation like last week as to whether or not we did that thing again. I did the breakdown thing. Just gonna like manually reset real fast, like. But like we had the conversation about whether or not we redecorate the bedroom. And like I know I've not had it long at all. Like I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it to pieces. But it definitely comes with like that tainted like to it. Because there isn't a moment I don't walk in here and just think about the drama that it costs. Like, more so, you really can't believe the amount of you guys that I bump into who, like, watch the vlogs all the way back then, come up to me like, oh, Tom, how you doing? How's your family? How's this? How's whatever? And then, like, the question they then ask at the end is like, did the bedroom ever get finished? And I'm like, no, it fucking didn't. Shut the fuck up. Drive me crazy. You're literally a bunch of trolls. I love you to pieces, but you're an absolute bunch of trolls. But yeah, we very much are considering changing it out. Like, if we do end up getting all the housework doing, you know, like, and because we'll be changing up, like, the bathroom, and then we'll be extending out, like, that way into, like, the patio section, like, balcony of the bedroom, we're very much considering ripping it out and changing it. But that is a conversation for another day. I have now got 1,792 comments that I need to reply to. There is no way I'm going to be able to do... What on earth? You guys are taking the Michael Jackson, all right? Like, you're doing me tits in. So, guys, I'm going to have to leave this video. I do have to say this. I am truly still genuinely loving the daily vlogs, but there is moments like today where, you know, like I go into a meeting and it's obviously like a situation where I can't share what's happening, or there's like a personal thing happening that will very much be continuing happening in certain vlogs in the future. And if I ever put out like a 6-minute vlog or something like that, you'll understand that, yeah, Tom clearly had something going on that day that he couldn't vlog. And I hope you guys understand that, because it's like, I try to keep you guys in the loop with pretty much everything that I do in my life, but there's certain things that I'm not just going to, like, you know, document or share, or, you know, if the time isn't right there and then, I can't talk about it. So, I hope you guys understand, like, it's a very insane situation with lots of moving parts, but I'm glad that I could touch base with you guys and be on the same page. It's a really shitty situation, and like that conversation in that like boardroom today was just, it was really upsetting. Like, all I wanted to do was hug Alice, with everything just getting dragged up from the past again, and having to like go over the entire timeline of everything was just bullshit. So I hope you understand that if I ever do put out a short vlog, or it's like a not very fulfilled day, it's probably because there was a reason for it. There is probably going to be circumstances where I'm just like hungover or tired or can't be bothered. But I think if I actually did do weekday vlogging and just had the weekends off to chill with like the friends and family, I think it could work. I really do. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I think it could work. And if you guys would like that, then make sure you leave a like for him. Click that subscribe button, ding on the bell, and what? Why did I do that? I like pressing this. Make sure you click that subscribe button, ding on the bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 PM for the next daily vlog, which, if I'm right in saying, I think it's going to be the last daily vlog I film. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a week of it. One's been late. Wasn't my fault. It was a YouTube processing issue. Okay, just don't blame me. But I hope you've enjoyed it. So until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Much love, and as always, sa de hos.